Hi, it's Saturday night, the 16th of May, and day 137 of Living the Dream. My power statement for today, which is Saturday, I'll do all I can to get the remaining 14 segments of Lesson 12 all built out. Well, from 8:30 this morning until about 6 p.m. earlier tonight, I worked on building out Lesson 12's recorded segments, animating them, setting up their timing, their transitions, the coming and forth, the graphics, etc., etc., etc. And when the day hit 6 o'clock, I had 11 more segments all built out. Bam! So there are just 3 more segments left to build out that I moved on to Monday, and I'll get them done Monday, and Lesson 12 will be done. Bam! Done! Here's my to-do list I had for today, for Saturday. The highlighted one said, build out as many segments as I can today. 11. Wow. Check accounts, check the emails, enjoy time with Kathleen. Bam, done. Saturday's done. So, as you can see, it was a very short list. I was going to do as many segments as I possibly could get done today, period, and I was able to finish 11, building out 11 segments in just one day. That's the most I've ever been able to get done today. It was a record, so way to go, Marty. Next, Croy says, get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Yep, 6:10 this morning. Did you start your morning with power? Absolutely. After my mindfulness time, my exercises, and readings, and all that hours time, more than power, man. It was great. Were you productive through? I was productive through my day, and I did the most important things, and I certainly moved my goals forward. Those 11 segments of that lesson 12, it's almost done. Did you show up as the person you wanted to show up today? I certainly did. Just kind of stepped back and let my wife go do what she wanted to get done today. She had a lot of fun things on her list to do. After her mindfulness time and exercise things, she went out and she shopped for some special pots on a little 3-tier thing we had on our porch and out on the patio, and got flowers and just did a lot of fun decorating things today in the yard today. She was so excited. So our personal time was later on in the evening, so tonight was great. I was present, she was present. It was a great day. Now, combine all these questions together in this one. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your commitments you made to yourself today? Well, I committed to stay on task of building out those segments that I talked about today, period. And that's exactly what I did. In fact, I got 11 segments done, like I said, and it's a record, so I absolutely kept my word to myself today. The next question Croy says to ask yourself is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful, like you accomplished great things today, Marty? Well, when I checked and clicked on the slideshow button at the end of the day and clicked on the, you can start at the beginning or start from the slide. I clicked on from the slide at lesson segments 14 segments of the 27 segments, all the way for 11 segments, and I watched their animations and the transitions. Man, did I feel fantastic. I felt like I had done a real big accomplishment today. It was fantastic. By the end of Monday, I can say I'm going to have lesson 12 done. That's incredible, and that feels like real success to me. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, I absolutely did. Every morning, like I say, I watch my 5 favorites. And then, like yesterday, my mind was nonstop reel of segment after segment, repeat after repeat. Nope, that's not right. Oh, that's good. Oh, I just need to move that. Oh, I need to do this. Segment after segment. I'm very familiar with lesson 12 and how that all is going to flow because of all the build outs I've done. So once again, it wasn't boring to me. In fact, I could watch them over and over again and never get bored. It's just great. Croy says to rate your day. So I gave myself another 10, and I say 10, not that I want to get easy and make that 10 seem so simple, because it's not, but I did work at the speed of 10, and I achieved a goal, a record of 11 segments built out in one day. So that's exciting. I just know that my beginner entrepreneurs are going to love this lesson, period. It's just in my bones. The next question Croy asks is, what's the one thing and the only thing you got, if it was the only thing you get done tomorrow, and the day went sideways getting it done, and yet still felt like a success, what would that one thing be? And put it into a power statement. Well, it's not a big thing for me to say this. Is very easy. My power statement for Sunday tomorrow is I'm going to focus on sharpening my saw and building on my relationship with Kathleen, period. That's my Sunday for tomorrow. The past couple of days were a bit grueling, I admit, in the way of nonstop work, stay after, as I work to get 22 video segments all built out. My creative mind is a bit spent, and so I'm really looking forward to enjoying tomorrow and relaxing and spending that quiet time with Kathleen. I'm hoping to watch a few short videos with her here and there and then talk about them. We've been enjoying watching YouTube videos about archaeological finds, underwater finds, and on top of the ground finds here in America and other places throughout the world. It's just so fascinating, so interesting. And so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for my stopwatch. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. On my cell phone, you all know all about it. You probably have your own. There's that little stopwatch right there. You click that, and that comes up right there. You can see that. I can hit start or reset, and it's perfect. I can hit stop. Man, it stops right in a fraction of a second. It's what I've been using each time I play out a slide and I get the timing done. My PowerPoint program has a couple ways and I can watch it, but it's not so specifically accurate like that as to hit when I click the mouse and I go click at the same time, and when it's done I watch one and I stop it. That's what I use to set up my transition, and I add a second to it and bam, it's just so good. So I've learned these things as I've done these building out of all these hundreds of segments for all these lessons, and I've gotten really good at figuring that out, and it's one of the little tools I use to be accurate and saves a lot of time. So aren't phone apps great? And they're free. That's what's crazy. Next, I'm grateful for the law of observation and experimentation. As the master of your thoughts, you will want to do what every scientist does. It says, observe and experiment. Isn't it surprising that most people understand so little about why people act as they do, even though they are surrounded by people all of their lives? Most of us are not trained observers. One way to develop and discipline your thoughts is to train yourself to observe yourself and others. You've heard me say step out and just kind of, oh, that's interesting. Why'd I react that way? Observing oneself and observing others. This develops a deep insight into human action and nature, which will help us each become wise in what our thoughts are and what thoughts we choose to come up with on the stage of our minds to achieve the results we want. Observe. Train ourselves to be observing. Lastly, I'm grateful for the principle of success that says every man or woman who aspires to and is seeking leadership needs to undertake a personal program of self-development. That's what I've been talking now for 137 days. 137 video journals is trying to develop a self-development program and thinking right thinking. Anyone who's to be a leader in their own business, for example, needs to undertake this personal program of self-development, period. This is a true principle of living the dream. So there you go. I'll be back once again right here at my laptop sharing another day's event as I continue on my journey to alignment. But until then, I wish you all continued success. And you too, Marty. Keep it up. Good night.